This is really irrelevant, but it's funny how desperate Fox News is to make it seem like, wasn't Jeanine Pirro saying, or who was it? Like the Republicans now are saying basically that China has completely infiltrated our country. They are in the sky with the balloon. They're all around us. They've got their social media. Even the White House, if you can believe it, is now using a Chinese owned social media to communicate to the press. Here is David Assman. David Assman is what, a Fox reporter? What is his job exactly at Fox? David Assman.
He's a news anchor for Fox Business and Fox News, and he's been there since 1997. He hosts Bulls and Bears on the Fox Business Network and numerous other Fox News specials.
Long time Fox employee. That's maybe where he got his nickname, Assman.
Yeah. He likes the ass. And also the more crazy ones they kind of keep hidden over at Fox Business, especially if they're long tenured, right?
It's just ironic that that's his name because of all, like half of the people who are at Fox are gone now because of their sexual harassment. But nevertheless, he writes, pop up just his tweet, just his. He writes, Jean-Pierre, he's talking about the Biden's White House press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, just told the press there was a Tick-Tock that went out to all of you from the National Security Council that was pretty detailed about how everything broke down for the past week. And he goes, that's right, folks. They take security so seriously, they're using Tick-Tock to tell us. Nailed it. Except for this idiot. This idiot didn't realize that what she was saying was, and then the Daily Caller did the same thing. There was a Tick-Tock, and they spelled it Tiktok, that went out to all of you from the National Security Council that was pretty detailed about how everything broke down the past week. And so, in other words, there was a national security issue involving a balloon from China. And according to the Daily Caller and Fox, they sent out a Tick-Tock, like a little, maybe it was a musical breakdown of what happened on national.
Like a Chinese balloon dance.
Yeah,
right. Like a spy balloon dance.
If you were an idiot, you wouldn't even question, like, hey, wait a second. Did they really send out a Tick-Tock? Why would they do that? Like, why would they even send out like a tweet or like a Facebook post, or we let you know on Insta what happened on the national security. We put an Instagram story.
Yeah. It's like the Bush administration announcing the towers got hit on MySpace.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we released a MySpace.
But it would be, I mean, first off, if they did it on TikTok, it just would be just largely inappropriate. I don't know, like, what the security issue would be. Like, everybody knows it's coming from the White House.
Wow.
But then you also have to ask yourself, like, TikTok, that's weird. Can we double check this, guys? Keith Olbermann helped them do this. Yeah, let's just see what Olbermann says. Well, basically what it was is TikTok is the way that politicos and journalists refer to the timeline.
Yeah.
TikTok as in TICKTOCK for timeline. A clock goes tick-tock, tick-tock.
Yes.
We're going to give you a breakdown at 9:01. This general informed that general, and 9:02 that general informed the commander-in-chief, and blah, blah, blah. These morons. And of course, I guarantee you, the good liars will be interviewing some people at a Trump rally or a DeSantis rally. And they're going to be going, the White House and the National Security Council are using TikTok to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be like, I know.
Also, this is a wonderful way for the Republicans to continue to alienate the young people, the youth vote, who like TikTok, right? Their whole new thing is that TikTok, because it's a Chinese app, is in some way dangerous or threatening to national security, the usage of it. That's the social media app of choice for kids these days. So keep it up. Like, even the Biden administration capitulating to it and banning it from government phones. Like, fine. I don't really particularly care if they use TikTok on their phones or not, but Facebook, Meta, Instagram, that's a part of it. Google, which, works with the United States government and clearly they have a relationship. Some of the other companies that have your data are in no way more secure than TikTok. They're just using it for jingoism. And I also think that there's a section of like law enforcement that's pissed that they don't have access to TikTok's information centers in the same way that they would with Silicon Valley, United States-based companies where they already have an existing relationship.
I think the only valid criticism of TikTok is really just a variation of criticism that I have of most social media. On TikTok, their suggestion is that the Chinese government has created an algorithm that is going to be feeding people garbage more often tn not.
Sure.
And I think that's a problem with Instagram and with Facebook to some extent, or a large extent. I don't use Facebook that often, or Instagram, frankly, that often either, or TikTok that often. But I do think there's a problem in commodifying your brand. I mean, we have to do that here.
Yeah, it sucks.
But teaching kids to turn themselves into a commodity, and instead of getting paid, you get likes, which ultimately lead to maybe money. But yeah, that's a problem. But
agree
yes.
on the meta conversation around it, but I do think there's a growing attempt of like xenophobic bigotry around this in particular. And I think to point out like what the good liars are going to do next, then they'll ask them about TikTok. And I want to hear what some Trump supporters' theories are about what that app is and what it's supposed to do on your phone and how different it is. It's just because it's scary because it's China as opposed to, Alphabet.
Think again, sunshine. TikTok is a term of art in politics since when?
It is.
Not TIKTOK, TICKTOCK. Oh, as long as I've been covering it.
Give me the TikTok. Yeah. Give me the timeline.
Maybe it's more journalistic.
I think so. I think it's more Washington speak. Yeah. Like
it's journalistic, period. I mean, I know that it's a journalistic thing, but yes, I think it is a term of art in politics, or maybe not term of art.